Fulton County Schools is offering a new math pathway for our current 5th grade students transitioning into 6th grade. This pathway has been created to accelerate their math courses so that they are taking Algebra 2 in 10th grade. This acceleration is to expose students to advanced math earlier on so that they are more prepared to take the SAT in 11th grade and gives them a more competitive edge by taking more advanced math courses earlier on. This map lays out how the current math progression is and how it would be adjusted if you decide to move your child into the Math 6 Enhanced course. Let's look at the green boxes first. This shows the traditional pathway for math with students starting Math 6 in 6th grade, 7 in 7th grade, 8 in 8th grade, and so on. To keep your child on this traditional path, there is nothing that you need to do. Students will automatically stay on this pathway if we do not hear back from you. Students, though, who stay on this green track for 6th grade, however, will still have the opportunity to join the accelerated track at the end of 6th grade if you would like them to. This option would give students a year to transition into middle school before giving them a heavier math course load, while still giving them the opportunity to hit the new Fulton County goal of taking Algebra 2 in 10th grade. This option just gives them a transition year. If you would like for your child to follow this track, there is nothing that you need to do now. The middle school will reach out to you at the end of 6th grade to see what placement you would like for them to do as they transition into 7th grade. The yellow track is what this video is really for. The yellow track is for students who you would like to go ahead and transition into the enhanced course. These students would take all of 6th grade math and the beginning of 7th grade math next school year. In 7th grade, they would take the second half of 7th grade math and all of 8th grade in one school year. Then in 8th grade, they would move into Algebra 1, Geometry in 9th grade, and Algebra 2 in 10th grade. If you would like for your child to take this enhanced course, you will need to return the pink paper that is coming home with your student in the math envelope on Thursday. This letter looks like this. The rest of this video will show you how to determine if your child is a strong candidate for this program. Let's look at an example placement card to see which student would be a good candidate for the enriched course. When you're looking at your child's math placement card, there are several things to look at. We will look at their math averages in 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, how they scored on Georgia Milestones test in 3rd and 4th grade, as well as their mastery categories. So this is student A, and as you can see, in 3rd grade, they had math averages of 93 and 94. In 4th grade, the students had an average of 91 in semester 1 and 97 in semester 2. And currently in 5th grade, they had an 85% average at the end of semester 1. We can also look at their Georgia Milestone scores. This student scored a level 3 in 3rd grade and scored a level 4 in 4th grade. A 4 is the highest score you can receive on the Georgia Milestones. When looking at their mastery categories in 3rd grade, they had a filled-in circle, meaning that they showed proficiency on numbers and operations, and they scored monitor learning in 2 of the other sections on the assessment, which still shows that they did very well on Georgia Milestones. In 4th grade, like we said, they scored a level 4, which is the highest score you can score on Milestones assessment. And if you look at their mastery categories, they have many more filled-in circles showing that they were proficient at the end of 4th grade. So this student would be a very good candidate for the enriched math course moving into middle school. Let's look at another example. Student B had averages of 92 and 94 in 3rd grade and 91 and a 78 at the end of 4th grade. So they were doing strong in math, but something happened towards the end of 4th grade. So that's a little bit of a red flag. When we look at their Georgia Milestone scores, we also see that in 3rd grade they scored a level 2, which is still passing, but it's not as high as they did in 4th grade when they scored a level 3 on the Georgia Milestones. And again, you can look at the mastery categories to see that they did show proficiency in some sections, but there are still several sections that we would need to monitor their learning. This student could still be a good candidate for the enriched math course. However, when moving into middle school, this child would automatically be signed up for an additional math support course, which would take place during their connections block. And on the pink letter, that's this part of the form right here where it explains it. Any student that has less than an 80% math average in semester 1 or at the end of the year has less than an 80%, or has scored a level 1 or level 2 on the Georgia milestones in either 3rd or 4th grade will automatically be signed up for this additional math support course. These students would not be able to participate in band, chorus, or orchestra because that course would take place during that time of the school day. So if that's something that your child is interested in doing in middle school, doing the enriched math course might not be the best choice for your child. So please talk over this with your child before deciding. And again, if you do not want to accelerate your child, no papers need to be returned. If you do want them to be placed into the enhanced course pathway, you will need to sign the bottom of this form and return it back to the school by Friday, February 7th. If you have any questions, please contact Dr. Miller or Laura Lavoie at the school, and they will be happy to assist you in making a decision. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.
Good.